Well, hi, Bakers. How is everybody this week? I'm sorry that my last video got cut abruptly. Here I was being super cool, taking you along with me on my travels, showing you the outdoors. I'm out in the middle of freaking nowhere where no one needs to bother me, and all of a sudden these vehicles in the parking lot decide to start having a big testosterone war with each other, and here I am talking to myself in the middle of the woods, showing you guys things so that you guys, don't have to always look at weird things that look like vulvas. Just the way that the masks and stuff that I put in front of the camera come off looking like they do. They do look like, probably what an obstetrician would see. Just because of some of the prints. I don't know how they came out looking so vulvarish, but they did. And so here I am recording, talking to myself in the middle of the woods where there's nobody. And then this man needs to come up and start walking right up at me. Sir, there's the whole fucking country. Can you walk anywhere else? Not even that it's weird. Not even that it's still kind of pandemic-y. Can you just fuck off and not bother me while I'm standing in the woods talking to myself? But no, he wouldn't. So I was just I just had to end it. And then it's not even he wanted to talk or anything. He just wanted to observe me. And I don't know. I mean, I guess, you go out in the freaking woods, and you're oh, look at the trees, look at the ducks and everything. Oh, there's a chick standing in the middle of the place talking to herself at the phone. I guess that was just one of those things to observe in nature. So it was ridiculous. I had to just cut it off. But anyway, and then now I am venturing out, and on my channel, I'm on this channel just a lot, for some of the projects that Jules and I do, if you will. And so I'm on this channel a lot, and I'm ending up on other subjects that are not related at all. And I'll comment, and then people are like, hi, real C. And so they think that, I'm just some real cunt, real coot. And they don't understand the username or anything like that. And they don't need to. But then if I just say, oh, it's because I'm a troll. They're like, oh, hi. What the fuck? Why are you a troll? Well, so if anybody's just hopping on real quick, sorry to waste the time, my lovely bakers, but I just have to have my disclaimer, is that I'm not a real troll. I'm a troll of this big, fat, fucking scamming, lying bitch who has abused many animals, and her efforts to get views for YouTube have led to the deaths of several animals. She's used animals to get views, and one of my personal things that really upsets me is when she shoved 999 live mealworms down a bearded dragon's throat because she was trying to compete with and she was trying to get views for a mukbang, reptile community, and overeating. And she knew damn well that her bearded dragon that she had gotten not long before, she knew damn well, and the pet store lamented it to her, and others lamented it to her, that she was not to give mealworms to this bearded dragon because he was a juvenile. And bearded dragons can't digest them. But say that one was out in the wild and they got one, okay, one maybe, okay, but they would have a whole other variety in their diet. They are not supposed to eat mealworms because they don't have the ability to digest their exoskeleton. Therefore, the mealworms stay alive and they eat the lizard from the inside out. And that is what happened. Her lizard did die. The bearded dragon did die within a 10-day time frame. She tried to lie and still get views by saying that the creature was in brumentation, and she further lied and said it was rehomed. Yeah, it was rehomed to the freaking Rainbow Bridge, the freaking sky asshole woman. So that's just one example. She had one of her dogs, she dropped it off to be euthanized so she could get a new puppy for her birthday. Those are the kinds of things. So, and she hates Jesus. She wants Jesus to come back so she can kill him herself because she's Jewish, which Jewish people do not hate Jesus. Not everybody, people don't hate Jesus. So she hates Jesus, abuses animals, and just scams the elderly and mentally compromised. And so my channel has been dedicated to exposing what she's doing because YouTube refuses to deplatform her. All other social media venues in which she had been using to scam people and use animals and people to exploit for views and money, which she is on full welfare and SSI, so she doesn't have to, but this is how she gets her money so that she doesn't have to report it. So she's fully funded in everything, but yet she'll pretend like she doesn't have power on, can't pay her rent while she's on Section 8, etc., etc. So she is a malignant narcissist, admitted bipolar, but she is also abusing pills of all different categories online on YouTube, brags about it while mixing them with alcohol. So there are many reasons in which this person needs to be deplatformed, and YouTube does not listen to the, I would say the complaints are in the thousands at this point, and proof. And so the only way to make a difference is me and a couple of other creators have created channels dedicated to trying to make sure that if we can't get her deplatformed, that we are just making a difference in not having other people give her free animals or give her money to go and buy more animals to abuse. So that's my disclaimer, and I'm sticking to it. So on that subject, hi bakers, I'm so sorry you had to listen to 6 minutes and 52 seconds of me babbling about nothing, and it's not great, but I have to give the disclaimer because otherwise people are like, look, you dumb judgmental bitch, why don't you repent, you creature from hell? Who do you think you are, judging another woman? And you know what? I am not different than any other woman. Do I judge people? Yeah, probably about 100 times a freaking second, but do I do anything about it? Do I, oh yeah, no, I'm just real. I'm not gonna lie that, no, I don't judge people, but I would never make somebody feel inferior. I would never treat anybody, but people judge people every single moment of every day. Here, even going in traffic, I'm judging, okay, is that person, because they're, wiggling all over the road and throwing a donut at themselves and they've got a kid unsupervised bopping around, what are they doing? Am I judging? Yeah, because they're irresponsible. You judge the behavior of people around you every day to monitor how you are going to keep yourself safe. So it's part of human nature. It is what it is. So there. Blah, blah, blah. Anywho, Jules has been just absolutely stellar in her exposés. I'm telling you guys, I mean, I know you guys feel like I do. She's just such an undiscovered talent. Just even in when she was reviewing part of Dumb One's video, and she said, well, let's have a look, shall we? It's like, okay, that needs to be like on the highest public, like an airport. Like if you had the elevator door open, it'd be like, let's exit, shall we? It's just everything about the way that Jules intonates and articulates with that most perfect and coveted accent of hers. She's everything, and she's just undiscovered and raw. And I think that, if she was paid to narrate books on a regular basis so that she could still, because of her fibromyalgia and the lack of resources to give her a better quality of life over the pond, what if she could still use that talent and be comfortable? I mean, that's, we want to act like we're such a woke generation and everything. We're not woke. Nothing has changed. The only thing that's changed is that employers are trying to get it down to a science where they have you acting like a freaking robot in the workplace because they don't accommodate. those stupid fucking questions that say, do you need accommodations? This will not affect your hiring. This will not affect the consideration of your thing. We're just wanting so we can be an all-inclusive. Yeah, you check yes to any of those things and you say you need this. Yeah, you think you're going to get a call back? No. Do you think in the interview when they ask you if you can sit there, and weave baskets underwater while on a ladder, hanging upside down, eating a banana, and writing a schedule, can you do all of that once, or would you have a problem with that at all? If you say that, yeah, I might need to not be on the ladder at the same time that I'm underwater basket weaving, doing a schedule and taking 30 calls at once, and they're going to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk to some of my colleagues about you. I'm just really excited about this. And, we're going to give you a call. You're never going to get the fucking call. So I suppose, because I'm telling you, I'm not answering the yes on anything when I actually have to, when I have no choice other than to hook or work. I'm going to say whatever I can to get the damn job, and then, work until I come close to dying, and then, get fired for being not 100% what they are, because they don't accommodate. An employer's not going to fucking accommodate. Okay? If they fear a lawsuit and they somehow have some legal thing in there where you got in at the right time and you have a doctor's note and they're scared shitless that you're going to be able to sue them if they don't accommodate, they'll accommodate, but they won't schedule you. They won't give you this. They won't promote you. It's bullshit. So anyway, people like Jules have a place in our world. And there are jobs that would still be able to give her a living wage and a better quality of life. And while we're all being so woke that, we're never sleeping because we're the woke world, well, let's start actually putting some actions with that. And let's start actually accommodating people. And let's start acting like accommodations are something different than something that you say that you do. Let's stop acting like we've stopped bullying in schools because we have posters up that say no bullying allowed. Let's start acting like we are inclusive by showing that workplace other than what you have seen for the last 50 years as the manager man. Let's start seeing what people do, because all that's happening is people are going down and they're getting more and more. They're giving employers reasons to not hire people. And then these employers are like, we don't have enough workers, so we can't stay open. Well, Jack Fuck, have you looked at your applications? And how many people did you put in the round file because they weren't 100%? Okay? So start looking at these employers that say that they can't have their business because they don't have employees, and start looking at the kind of employees they have. And if you see them, accommodating, if you see an employee in there, that has something different than another employee that does look like they are following an accommodation, then support that. If you find out that somebody gives Jules an endorsement and an author gives her a book to narrate, please put that book in your Audible cart or follow her link and buy it. Please support anything that starts to make a difference in this world of looking, because bottom line, there's something about fibromyalgia, because there's just way too many damn of us have fibromyalgia. To what degree do we all have it? To how did we all get it? To what is it? We don't know, but where are all of us that have fibromyalgia supposed to work? Where can we actually say that we have fibromyalgia in an interview and hope that employer will say, gosh, we have the Family Medical Leave Act, so why don't you tell us what your idea of how much you could work, what kind of accommodation you would need. Let's see if we can meet in the middle. And then if your illness or your pain is too much, I want you to reach out to us, and so that we can look at further accommodating you or giving you a temporary leave. But we want you to be a part of our success. We want what you still have, and we want to meet you there. You know, what if there was a world like that? That's the world that people think it is. That's what they think they're creating, but they're not creating shit. They're just creating a bigger thing for HR to write about who not to hire and who to fire. And, you know, we just got to start putting actions with that word. And I just, like I say, Jules is so talented. I mean, you know, here Lord Ass wants to say, oh yeah, well Jules is in bed. She hasn't gotten out of bed for 10 years. Well, Jules has done a fuck of a lot more from that bed than you have, you fucking cow. I mean, Jules is making a difference. Do you realize that Gossip Bakery has like, what, 80,000 entries about LBL? And what happened? You know, not really anything. You know, we can all write our heart until our heart's content, and there's all those fake profiles who I know are the person who sits there and it's Joan the fucking owl going, who? You know, Joan the fucking owl doesn't read the whole thing, you know, doesn't see. She just sees, goes right, turns on the computer, looks at this, says who? And then goes and puts her other profiles and thumbs up it. So then people are like, oh, this is the hot post. It's what other people wrote. And Joan, who said who. You know what I mean? It's like the Gossip Bakery didn't get anywhere. I'm done with it. It didn't do shit. But Jules, in her beautiful voice and articulation and intelligence put together, started to document what LBL has done and save until it was the right time and take all of the fluff out of the bullshit, so other people who don't see or whatever, they just see, oh, you know, nice, you know, woman there who just is oddly, you know, touching her animals and calling people coons and claiming to be a victim of child abuse at the age of 50. You know, what the fuck? I don't even see how they can see her as. Anyway, so Jules will go down to the meat. She'll fucking throw out all the noodles and the potatoes and get to the meat of the video, where it shows what LBL is doing in there. Pulling her pants down, pissing her pants, stealing from somebody, lying. Put it together. So it's everything that LBL has actually done. It's just that she cut out all the shit so that people don't have the excuse that, oh, well, I watched it for 7 hours and I didn't see anything. Yeah, right. Jules put it together so there's no fucking excuse now. So no one's coming for Jules saying, oh, don't do that. LBL is wonderful and she's working on a cure for glioblastoma, so don't mess with her, because that's what she's doing with her money. She's not shoplifting and feeding her animals other body parts of other animals from the Dollar Tree. She's doing this. I mean, Jules did it. So Jules, with her fibromyalgia, being in bed for 10 years, has created a platform in which those that were supporting LBL can no longer have any credibility when they say they didn't see anything. Jules has ruled that out. I was like, okay, here, if your attention span is freaking 98 seconds, here you go. Here's your 98-second clip that shows that what you just said about LBL isn't true. So, I just think that there will be a world where all of us will find a niche, and maybe that's what the pandemic did. You know, it made us reset. It made us think about how good home feels. We were all in the rat race, you know, before COVID. We were all in the rat race of, this is what you do. You put on a gob of makeup, dress up in clothes that feel really uncomfortable, go to a job you hate, you treated like shit and talked down to, make dinner, go home, sleep, get up and do it again. All of a sudden we weren't able to do all that. We were able to wear clothes that were comfortable and realize that denim is some kind of freaking ancient torture material, and that no one needs to voluntarily wear jeans anymore. And that, you know what? Leggings, they're not that bad. They're not just for the 80s. They can come back. You can wear them. I mean, and it just made you see you don't need to go to the stupid job. You can go back to your hobby. You can create. You know, maybe you didn't need that much money. Was it just a huge, huge world reset? And, you know, gives you kind of some perspective. So those are some thinking points. And on that note, I want you guys to have a really good weekend. I want you to just think about it. Think about how has your perspective changed from the pandemic? Have you made new priorities? Are you different than when the pandemic started? How has it changed you? And are you wearing denim anymore? Do you see what I'm saying? No one needs to wear jeans. I don't know that I'll ever do jeans again. I don't know. I don't know. I look at them and I'm like, no, fuck you, pair of jeans. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Any one of you 22 pair of jeans that are looking at me, I'm not going to do it. You hurt me. So I don't know. So anyway, have a great weekend. Thank you guys for all of the love always, and continue to support Jules, and thank you all for being part of telling the truth, because in the truth we find solutions, and in the truth we'll find a better world, and hopefully that will contribute to the woke movement. Truth all around is the best option for everything. And if we keep trying to get to what is true, then maybe we'll make a difference and we'll have done something here. But anyway, have a great weekend. Thank you all. Love you. Bye-bye.